Cathie Wood's ARK team are famous for making these outrageous predictions about the future, which ultimately come true. Tesla to Bitcoin, they're specialists at finding these incredible investments early. Well, recently, one of ARK's ex-analyst, James Wong, the gem of the show, shared his thoughts on the most exciting investment around today, and that is Ethereum. So in this video, we're just going to hear the exact reasons why James Wong believes institutions will begin to adopt Ethereum soon, why the triple halving event could cause the price to rise even higher, and we'll hear the exact data that he's been using to back up its research. Hi, and welcome back to my channel. It's Nasdaq with Arshia. My name is Arshia, and I hope you're doing well. And let's get into it. But before we get into it, I want to say I'm not a financial advisor, and we should always do your own due diligence and research reporting part in any investment scheme. Finally, let's actually get into it. All right, so I have a few articles. We're also going to watch his interview, James Wong's interview on Bitcoin versus Ethereum / which is better. All right, so first, who is James Wong? James Wong is a crypto investor who covered artificial intelligence for Cathie Wood's ARK Invest. He also believes that framework that explains how Ethereum could eventually reach 40,000. He really believes that Ethereum could reach 40,000. And Wong lays out a valuation framework that explains how the red-hot cryptocurrency could eventually reach 40,000. We will explain this later. I tried clicking on this, but Insider is paid, and I didn't know that. All right. So next, we're going to see how he thinks that it will rise to 40,000. All right. So the boom in DeFi applications is a major catalyst for him too, as he believes that the $3 trillion global banking and auditing industry could be more efficient with software. So that's $3 trillion of existing revenues up for grabs, he said. If Ethereum captures just 1% of the economic revenue, Ether would be around $40,000. Its rival currency, Bitcoin, is up 1% in the past week. Insiders spoke with 10 experts about which of the two they'd rather invest in and why. So Wong said that Bitcoin doesn't have much need to evolve and change anymore, while new updates like Taproot update promise to drastically improve Bitcoin. Bitcoin will stay more or less as a digital currency. So in contrast, Ethereum is a blockchain platform that acts as a foundation for other crypto projects. For that reason, Wong thinks Ethereum will be a constantly evolving platform and prices will continue to rise going forward. So let's take a look at the interview of Bitcoin versus Ethereum, which one is better, with James Wong, former ARK analyst. Credits goes to Dave Lee on investing.
I think it's helpful to maybe just walk through kind of what Ethereum is, right? I think it's still a very vague concept for a lot of people. Like maybe to contrast it with Bitcoin. Bitcoin's main value proposition is that it's a scarce digital asset, and it's now emerged. Right. There's only 21 million Bitcoin that will ever be generated, and because of that, it's scarce. And if enough people believe and it has value, then it has forms this belief network.
So basically what James Wong is trying to say right now is, yes, there is a limited supply on Bitcoin. There's only 270 some odd million Bitcoin that will ever be produced. And once that runs out, there's the end. That's the end. There's no more. And that's why it's a scarce resource, but only because it's a monetary resource. Now he'll explain what Ethereum does. Okay, there we are.
Work, and effectively people use it as a reliable and neutral store of value. That's kind of the Bitcoin value proposition, but it doesn't do anything really else beyond that, and it doesn't want to. It just wants to solve the money use case or the store of value use case in a digital format. You can't really write an application to Ethereum, right? There's nothing for you to do. That's part of the reason why when you join one of these like Bitcoin Clubhouse or Bitcoin Twitter, the only thing they will ever talk about is the price, because there is nothing else to talk about. You join Ethereum Twitter or Ethereum Clubhouse, and it is just an endless deluge of kind of technological development and software releases. Ethereum is software. I mean, Bitcoin is software too, but it's software that has no roadmap, or the roadmap is very done, basically. The Bitcoin people think that the less roadmap, the better, because then you can't screw it up. With Ethereum, it's an extremely rich roadmap. It's like going to the AWS reInvent conference. It's like, okay, the year is 2021. What new features are we going to ship this year? What new features are we going to ship next year? How are we going to improve the user experience for wallets, for storage, for insurance? It's like, it's viewed as the same way as a software company would manage their product roadmap. So it's this constantly evolving piece of software.
Okay, so basically what James Wong is trying to say is, in this entire 2-minute short clip that I've showed you, he's showing that Bitcoin is nothing more than an online monetary asset. It only solves the wallet problem. It only supports your wallet. But Ethereum not only supports your wallet, but it is in a whole decentralized center for software, banking, apps, everything like that. They have decentralized apps, DeFi, which is the entire network. It's basically an entire software platform. And that is the main reason why he thinks it will go to 40,000. But for me, what is interesting is there's a lot to unpack here. Sure, of course, there's a lot to unpack here. But the main interesting thing is that I find this Bitcoin versus Ethereum thing to be jumping out the most, the debate. I have thought many times in the past, I personally hold both. Why? Well, it's because as much of it we can debate which one is better as an investment. For me, the truth is nobody really knows, like no one. You'll often have times where Bitcoin outperforms Ether for 1 month, and the next month, Ether jumps up quicker in price. For me, the diversification benefits offered by holding both are simply too strong for me. Having said that, I've also shared many times the reason I first got into crypto was because of my friend telling me about Ethereum, and in particular, all of the amazing things that we could build on top of it. Now, at the time, most of this was really just theory. Today, however, with the growth of D5 NFT stable coins, tokenized securities, and even more, what was once a dream is now reality. So when I look at Bitcoin and Ethereum, personally, I'm far more excited about Ethereum because to me, Ethereum represents the future of banking, the future of the sharing economy, and so much more. So Bitcoin, on the other hand, fulfills a more simple rule, as James Wong said. I totally agree with him, as simply being a store of value. But here's the thing, the largest store of value in the world today is gold. And gold is worth around $11.5 trillion, and that is a huge market cap. So yes, Ethereum may be more exciting in the sense that more can be built on top, but the potential ceiling for Bitcoin is also ridiculously high. Like it can go forever, ever, because the market it threatens to disrupt is one of the largest markets in the whole entire world. And the other thing institutions have, let's be honest, we all know it's only a matter of time before the largest institutional investors in the world are buying Ether after all of this. The birth of a new brand industry and the smaller institutions are already buying it. However, most institutions are going to begin by just dipping their toes slightly in the water. In the case of crypto, that means just first buying the oldest and more secure blockchain around, which is, of course, drumroll, Bitcoin. So in all, I'm definitely much more excited and interested by Ethereum and Ether. I also think that might have a brighter future than Bitcoin. However, I still believe Bitcoin has good potential. That's why I still hold it in my portfolio. And 3 main reasons also why. Number 1, the diversification benefits. Number 2, the market Bitcoin is attempting to disrupt is gigantic, like huge, which means a high potential ceiling for Bitcoin's price and number. Institutions will continue to focus more on Bitcoin than Ethereum. Now, I don't get sucked into the maximalism agreements for Bitcoin or Ethereum. I truly believe both offer something unique. And so I hold both. Those are just my thoughts and not financial advice. I'm interested to know, what do you think? What do you agree with? Do you agree with me or do you disagree? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe and I'll see you again very soon. Thank you. Bye.